Hi, I'm Debbie Goodman. This is Martial Arts Mania. Here with me is Junior Correa to talk about a special event coming up on October 27th. Welcome, Junior.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, our event will be kickboxing. It's Muay Thai. It's here in Fresno. This will be Pack 9. This is our 9th event here in Fresno. We are at the Radisson Hotel across from the Convention Center, and it'll be on Sunday. Doors open at 1 o'clock. Fights begin at 2. And we have over 15 bouts, and we're excited. We have fighters from all over the valley and from Nevada coming down and from the Bay Area and Los Angeles.
Okay, we have a special fighter here in Fresno, I understand. We've got a female fighter.
Yes, we have 3 female bouts, but we're really excited about one of them, and that her name is Jamie from Livewire, and she has lost about 90 pounds in the last 10, 11 months, and as a goal she set was to go into the ring for the very first time, and she's excited about that. We're excited to see her fight, and it's going to be a very good fight.
Well, I'm looking forward to that one. When will she be fighting? Will it be early on or will it be a little later on?
She's right now scheduled for the first bout, and she wanted to do that so she didn't have nerves, so we're looking forward to that, and I think it's going to be one of the exciting bouts that we're going to have for the night. We also have a title fight, and that'll be at the end of the night, and we have a lot of local fighters fighting.
Can you mention some names?
Yeah, Marquise Ross from Malpet School, who will be fighting for a title against Eric Nolan's fighter, and that's out of Bakersfield. We also have a few fighters from TKM and other local gyms. So we have, out of the 15 bouts, I would say at least 50% of them are local Fresno, Clovis area fighters, Visalia, and then we have fighters coming from Sacramento, Los Angeles, Nevada for the fights.
Okay, so again, this is located at the Radisson.
Yes.
And it starts at 2, but the doors open at 1. And what time do you expect to finish that night?
Ooh, with that many fights, I think we're probably going to be going till about 6:30. And I think it's a very good, value for your money, and it'll be exciting fights. We have people who have never fought before in the ring, so we have 0-0 fighters who are trying this for the very first time. And then we have experienced fighters towards the end of the night. So it's an opportunity to see the vast array of fighters, and you'll get to see knees, punches, and kicks. So you get the best of both worlds. You'll get the best of boxing and the best of kicking. And it's all stand-up. It's not ground fighting. So anywhere you're sitting, you're going to have a very great view of the fights.
Well, we will be there. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you very much. I hope you guys have a great time there.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us. Hi, I'm Debbie Goodman, and this is Martial Arts Mania. We have a very special weekend coming up in Fresno. We have a lot of martial arts events. It's the 26th and 27th of October. With me is Anton Pointer, and he's going to tell us about a tournament he is having on October 26th. Welcome, Anton.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. We've been friends for a long time. We've even worked together.
Going on 30 years now.
Oh, don't say that long. I don't admit to my age.
I met you when you were 5.
Yeah, that's right. I was in kindergarten. Okay, tell us a little bit about your tournament.
This is the Fresno Martial Arts Championship. We're in our 10th year at this location, doing it in the Central Unified School District area. I've been doing tournaments here in Fresno. Well, I've done 110 tournaments in this area. Wow. Starting way back in 1982.
I remember I used to compete at some of those tournaments. Now, tell us the location of this tournament.
It's going to be at Glacier Point Middle School.
Glacier Point Middle School on Bryan.
Bryan and Ashland.
Bryan and Ashland. Okay, it's a little ways out there, but it's worth the drive. I've been there. It's a beautiful place.
It's a high-tech middle school, the newest high-tech middle school in Fresno County.
That's great. Okay, tell us about some of the divisions that you're having.
Okay, this is a full open tournament. We have every division imaginable other than kickboxing. We don't do kickboxing. We do weapons, we do forms, team forms, self-defense, and kumite, or free sparring.
Okay, what time does this start?
Starts at 10:30. Registration begins at 8:30. 8:30, yes. So make sure I get that time right. Registration begins at 8:30, and competition begins at 10:30. We will have a black belt rules meeting at 10 o'clock.
Okay, great. I got to sit in on that last year. I loved it. How late do you expect the tournament to run?
This is a local event. We do get people who come from the Bay Area, some from as far as Bakersfield, but it is a local event, so we expect to be out of there by 5 o'clock.
Okay, great. Tell us a little bit about yourself. When and where did you start training?
Oh, I've been doing the martial arts since 1964. Been doing it for quite a few years. One of my father's best friends was a martial artist, and the story goes from there. I won the American Martial Arts Championship here in Fresno 10 times in a row. I retired, came back, won it for the 11th time, won international tournaments. I've been competing most of my life, but I wanted to be known as an underbelt. I lost big time. I didn't start winning until I became a brown belt and then got my black belt. That's where my success story started. I understand losing, so I really understand winning.
Okay, well, tell us a little bit more. Was this katas, weapons, everything, sparring?
My instructor did as I do. All my students, just as when I came up, had to compete in everything. I've won in weapons, I've won in kata, just general kata, I've won in kumite and team fighting. Our team from Fresno was the only team to go down and challenge any other national team. We took third at the internationals. We got disqualified, but we did well. One of our team members got sick, and we had to have 5 members. We only had 4. We were disqualified for not having enough members, but we were there.
Okay, now I know everybody's going to be curious because I'm no shrimp, but how tall are you?
I'm 6'6".
6'6". That would have been my guess. I always describe you as, you know that guy. He's 6'6" by 6'6". And then I remember your son when he was, well, I was going to say when he was little, but he was never little. I remember him when he was young.
Yeah, he's actually going to be competing. He competed in April, and he took a second place after a 20-year layoff, and he'll be competing again this time in the intermediate division. He's been doing martial arts all his life, but he's taking some extended breaks.
Okay, I understand. All right, well, I'm looking forward to your tournament.
I'm looking forward to your return.
That's great. Because I am finally coming back after many years of being off. I was able to take a Tai Chi lesson with Carrie Wong when I was down there last month. So I'm kind of looking around. I'll always be one of John Cho's Kung Fu students, but I'm looking around maybe to take some Tai Chi classes.
Okay. Well, I look forward to seeing you back out there competing again.
Okay, you're on.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much, Anton.
My pleasure.
All right, and thank you. Hi, I'm Debbie Goodman with Martial Arts Mania, and here with me is Jamie. She's going to be fighting at Pac 9 on October 27th. Welcome, Jamie.
Hi.
Okay, now, Jamie, a lot has gone into your training, and I understand that you've lost 90 pounds.
93 now.
93 pounds. Okay, when did you start?
Overall, I started a year ago in May.
Okay. Did you start training first, or did you start dieting first, or what prompted the weight loss?
I started working out first and just making little baby changes, baby step changes.
Okay, so you just went over to Jason Von Flu's and just said, I think I want to fight. How'd you get started with Jason Von Flu?
My son was training with him in private lessons, and when I mentioned wanting to lose weight, and he said that he would work with me, so we just...
That's great. That's great. So you started training. Now, have you had to fight with the guys?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I came up through martial arts myself, and there was a time when there weren't any females at the school, and I had to get in and spar with the guys, so I understand what that's like. Now, have you had the opportunity to spar with other women?
Yeah, women too.
Okay, great. Now, can I ask your age?
I'm trying to think. I don't admit it too often, so it's hard for me to remember.
That's okay.
36. I'm 36.
Now, that's great. That's you're not in your 20s or in your teens when a lot of girls have the advantage. Do you know anything about your opponent?
No, not really. I think she does karate.
Well, I was just wondering if you were equally matched, maybe age-wise. I know, obviously, weight-wise, I would think that they would match you evenly.
I have to get down to the right weight class. So yeah, I mean, weight-wise, we'll be matched, I'm sure. Okay. I have no idea how old she is or how tall. Nothing.
Okay, well, it's going to be really interesting. That'll be worth seeing. We will be down there. Tell me, how many children do you have?
3 boys.
3 boys? How old are they?
13, 11, and 9.
Okay, what do they think of Mom going into the ring?
They're kind of excited.
Husband? Currently married?
Yeah, I'm married. He's getting excited.
Is he into martial arts or fighting or anything? Nothing at all. Okay. Any type of athletics?
Not since he was a kid. He loves to watch them. watch sports, but he doesn't play any. So.
Well, I think that you've overcome a great challenge. I've fought with my weight all of my life. I was a chubby kid, and then I, thinned out. And of course, as you get older, it gets harder, believe me. So
I think it's getting harder.
when Christy Brinkley says it's getting harder, which she did many years ago, then you got to believe it. But you look fantastic. You look very healthy. What are some of the things that you changed about your diet?
I stopped eating out. I don't eat fast food at all anymore. Occasionally we'll go to restaurants, but I really, for the most part, I stopped eating out. I cook everything at home.
Did you stop bringing home cookies, cupcakes, things like that, or?
Oh yeah, we don't keep junk food in the house. If we do, I make them lock it in the pantry, because if it's out for me to see, then I get it.
So I always say sugar is my drug of choice, and as long as I don't see it, I'm fine. It's when it's in front of me. Like if I go to work and they have donuts, look out. I won't go buy them, but I have to really resist them. So I totally understand. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that can relate. So I feel that you are an inspiration to a lot of people, and especially women. So I wish you lots of luck with your fight. We'll be there rooting for you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for this interview.